Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. So we're 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Now Breeze again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 53. Hey, high 7. Hey, easy. Mike 5-4.
To throw is Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady, all right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you've got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's a special one, isn't he?
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks too.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Christian McCaffrey, 37 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Broncos 14, Vikings 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Ready to break.
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
To try again after the sack. Manning escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
22, Mike, 22. Get it.
Here we go on fourth down with Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now Breeze gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
We go 21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Manning gets this one to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now a run with Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And some room to run now. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at its 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set up. 30 base. You ain't giving him nothing. Shut up.
Manning now on first down. Eluding the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Charlie.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Now Manning. It's Hill. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
At the Patriots' 37-yard
Good job, Porter.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Again, it's Manning. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. 45 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Manning. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Moss. Touchdown, Broncos. Randy Moss. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now.
Manning now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing now is Manning. And it's caught. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That is caught by Moss for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Bravo.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, high 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Zoom. Screen.
45.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Delta.
45.
Plant.
45.
So don't say nothing.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
45.
Rodgers again now. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
I'm coming after you. Box it.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Echo.
Check 45 to Mike. I got it. Shit. 6 guys.
Back north.
6 guys. Sponge. No.
Shit.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
45. Hey, box truck.
45 to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Okay, over here.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Hey, exit.
54. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike,
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
You got like me.
Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related. Just all had the same last name. Who would you take, the Johnsons, or would you take the Wilsons?
I'll take the Johnsons because I actually remember them playing. But, I'm sorry, you're getting mad at me for that. But none of them ever won on the same weekend, so we witnessed NFL history this past week.
We certainly did. Great NFL history. At least Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Tight dog, tight, lock it. 3 yards. Go. 2.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also...
And got his man, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 73 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get wheeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that up falling incomplete. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck. And now the ball comes out.
Comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, Alpha! It's a safety cream. Hey, Sam off! Get it!
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you look into who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pitt's
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Donald Driver, 60 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Throwing is Rodgers. Incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, Zoo.
45. Mike, 45.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Holt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. He'll take it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Donald Driver. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, high 7 now.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Tramon Williams. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Man out. Right there.
26.
54, Mike. Bring it.
Jim.
Mike, 54.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
45, Mike, 45.
Get that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 45. Mike, 45.
From the gun, Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
You got it. You got it.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 5-4. Silver.
Hey, Delta.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Get 300. Get 300.
Right there. 54.
Gun.
Yeah, right there. 54 mine.
And again, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Go, go.
All day, just like that. Just like that. 45, 45, 45 is mine. 45.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Find the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Hey, Echo.
Wall, get wall. Check 31.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
Check.
Right now, you got 58.
Here's Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. And Adams has it complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Slam. Check.
Inside. We are going.
Quick.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That one complete to Driver. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
Ready. Hey, Charlie, 10-2 soft. Go.
Now Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by... Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
First down, 91.
Check back.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Sayers. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. They run on first down with Jackson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 60 on. Hey, two.
Manning now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Manning. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Manning. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Manning. That's caught. It's Clinton Portis. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Clinton Portis, 48 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Young on third down. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gordon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
30 base.
On second down and 4. Young, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To throw on third down. Young sets up the screen to Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing is Manning, escaping the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, high 7. We own it. 5.
Manning. That's complete to his running back, Portis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Clinton Portis. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on third down, Manning being chased out left. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Young from the shotgun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Young, throwing again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 38, Young. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
18 Gator. General West. Hey, Delta.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
45.
To throw, it's Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Ready, Brick.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 45. Mike, 45. Nice now.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And running with power here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Steve Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The 3rd down throw incomplete by Steve Young. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. He'll field this at the 5. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, Young steps away to it, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Elam now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Ready. Hey, back up.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
18 games.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop. 2.
Throwing again. Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a 1st.
First and 10.
First down, Young. Buying time to his left. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A second down throw for Young. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Young, eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Second and goal at the 19-yard line.
45.
Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Hey, wahoo! Check 26, check 26. Check 45 is the mic. Check 45 is the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh. Buzz. 45, quick zone, Travis.
A run with Portis. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Watch the screen. 45. Bravo.
Back to throw, Manning. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready to go. Now.
Manning gonna throw here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 19-yard line.
Hey, rock it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a carry for Portis, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 yards.
Hey, Orvin.
3rd down.
Manning to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Young. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But